Warm welcome to everyone joining us today for the episode 5 of the Diji Connect webinar series. And I'm Vishwa Gonadua. I will be your moderator for today's session. The title Digital Marketing Deep Dive, Data-Driven Trends and HubSpot Essentials. So today's episode is split into two focus segments. Each is designed to help you cut through the noise and refine your marketing strategy and sharpen your HubSpot capabilities. I want to remind you that you can drop your questions in the Q&A box anytime. We will address them as many as we can. And during the each session, our presenters will address them as well. Now, let me introduce the presenters. For the segment one, we have Umesha Weerasinghe. She's a digital marketing manager at Dijital Team. She brings over 12 years of experience across industries such as hospitality, SaaS, IT, retail, and finance. She holds a BSc in business management, and she has many Google advertising certificates, bringing in both academic and technical expertise. Umesha, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishwa. I think, can we start or do we have to wait for a few more minutes?
We can wait for a few more minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can start the session, right? Let me share my screen. Yeah. Thank you, Vishwa, for the introduction. I will not be giving an introduction since Vishwa already gave. Let's start with the today's session. I hope you all can see my screen. Today I'll be speaking about data-driven marketing trends for 2025. I know it's half of the year is already gone, but I think it's still not late because I'll be also giving some tips, bonus tips that you can use for 2025 and beyond. So let's see what we have for the session today. So I'll be speaking about first what is data-driven marketing and what kind of benefits you all can get from data-driven marketing and what challenges we have. Then main topic, data-driven marketing trends, and what kind of insights as data-driven marketers we need to implement the strategy, and best practices in data-driven marketing for 2025 and beyond. So that is my bonus slide that I'll be sharing with you all. Why I want to discuss what data-driven marketing is, even our main topic is about trends. I want you all to understand what data-driven marketing is basically before we moving forward. Data-driven marketing in a nutshell for me is a process. It's a strategy, mainly a strategy that you can use in your marketing. But for me, it's a process because why I say that is we use data-driven marketing from the top of the funnel to the end of the funnel in the customer journey. So you will be needing data-driven marketing from top of funnel, as in say you're starting with your campaigns from awareness. You need to have or to have your data-driven marketing strategy prepared from the beginning of the funnel, from the awareness stage itself. So it's a process. Why I say it's a process is you start from collecting data, identifying your audience and segmentation, campaign optimization, and personalization. So this is a whole process. The whole process we already know that we already in our day-to-day marketing strategy we are using. Why it differs from your usual marketing strategy is because this is purely based on data, and it starts from the top of the funnel to the end of the funnel. Why I'm saying this is most of the people actually mix this up. They think this will only come, data-driven marketing only comes in a conversion stage or maybe bottom of the funnel. But no, you need to have a proper plan, or you need to have it prepared from the top of the funnel. Once you come to the end of your funnel, in conversion or lead generation, you will have it. You will use it mainly in collecting or in improving your revenue. So let's see what kind of benefits you can get from data-driven marketing. Well, in data-driven marketing, I told it's mainly, or it is all about data, gathering, collecting data, analyzing data, identifying how your audience behaves, all the information you have gathered, analyzing that. So when you have all the data required, you can have a better understanding or deeper understanding of your customers. How it will benefit for you is you can target them with personalized messages, exactly identify what your customer need and target them with the exact messaging they have been looking out for. So that we call personalized messages. Having this in place will give you competitive advantages because you know your customer better than your competitor. In that case, you can reach out to them before your competitor and have competitive advantages with that. Having all these, you can increase your ROI, you can retain your customer, or you can have a better customer retention and give them a better experience or improved customer experience. So having data-driven marketing strategy in place when you're starting your campaign, you can have a better or deeper customer understanding, target them with exactly what they want to see, and improve your ROI and have better competitive advantage. There are a lot of advantages or a lot of benefits you can get, but I will not take you through each and every wording I have given here. Just the summary I'll be talking about because we have limited time. So that's the basic or the main benefit you can get from having a data-driven marketing strategy in place when you start your campaigns from the beginning. What kind of challenges or will you face in data-driven marketing as a data-driven marketer? Data-driven marketing is all about data. I'm repeating this. So data-driven marketing is all about data, collecting data, um, analyzing data. So when we are working with data, there's a lot of restrictions in today. So we are talking about today's current scenario. In current scenario, we have a lot of data privacy policies, a lot of restriction going on worldwide that we have in collecting data. So in data collection, with this data privacy policies is quite challenging for us. I will be explain you how we can face this challenge in our trends, in our main topic, data-driven marketing trends. So the challenges also we need to identify before we move to the current trends we can use in our data-driven marketing strategy. And as digital marketers or data-driven marketers, I prefer to use that word. As marketers, so we have limited technology or limited knowledge on technology, I would say, when it comes to tools and technology in platforms, new platforms, new technology. Why I say this is there are a lot of tools and technology you can use in collecting data and managing data. So in your company, you might have limited resources who have this capability or who have understanding of using these new tools and technology. So that is a limitation or a challenge you will face when you're implementing data-driven marketing strategy in your company. So there are a lot of other challenges. So these are the main challenges I will be speaking, and I will explain how we can overcome this with the new trends that in coming in the future. So we are moving to our main topic, data-driven marketing trends. Data-driven marketing trend number one. So I told in the challenges that as data-driven marketers, we are facing challenge just in collecting data because of the data collection privacy policies currently ongoing worldwide. There are regional policies and country-wise policies uh, that have implemented in collecting data. So, for example, I'll explain how we collect data first, then you can understand what are these privacy policies and all. So once a user comes to a website, the whole behavior on the website and beyond will be tracked based on cookies. These cookies, so with these privacy policies implemented, um, you can't track or with cookieless. Actually, now most of the countries are going with cookieless and have a lot of privacy policies. So with these privacy policies and all, you can't track uh, with cookies now. So there are limitations that you can track. So, for example, there's this GDPR policy implemented on Europe countries. So, without their consent, you can't track them, their behavior on the website, internet behavior. So, in that case, this information or data collected um, through cookies are called third-party data. We use these third-party data for retargeting, personalized messages. So basically, data-driven marketing strategy, we use this third-party data. But having these privacy policies implemented and we are facing the challenge of collecting data, most of the countries and most of the marketers are now moving forward with first-party data. What is first-party data? First-party data is that you collect data from users with their consent. How we can use that is, I'm sure we all have gone through this, that you say you want to download a ebook, you need to give your email address, or you come across a lead form, you give your name, contact number, other information. You, with consent, input your information or give your information to the company. So that is first party data. So there are many ways you can collect first party data. With users' consent, you can get their name, email address, contact number, whatever the information you want based on the products. Different products might require their salary scale, their job profession, or whatever. If they are willing to give, the user is willing to give, you can get their information. But you have to be tricky enough to get the information, the exact information you want, with the right strategy. For an example, if you're offering a free ebook, some free resources, then they are willing to give their information to get that resource. So likewise, you have to be tricky with your strategy to get the first party data. So that in that case, they are willing to give, they willingly give their information. You can use in your marketing campaigns. That's how you can put them in your CRM bucket or the data collection, and you can use their information in retargeting and your data-driven marketing strategy. And moving to the second trend, so the longer the decision-making process, the longer the touch points are. Why I say this is, I'll take an example from the e-commerce website. Say you're advertising your e-commerce website a product. The user sees your ad, they click on the ad and come to the website. You have given a specific URL to be directed to the website, so they directly come to that exact URL. But they find it interesting, but they still want to explore more, and they go to another web page or product on your website and explore more. They spend about 10 or 5 minutes or few minutes on the website exploring your products on the website, and they find something interesting, not the ad you have been promoting, so but a different product. They add it to the cart, go through the checkout process, but because of some reason they drop off. So as a marketer, you will be looking at the drop off point. Okay, they have drop off, they have added to the cart this specific product, but that is not what you have advertised. Okay, you don't track that, you don't actually analyze that. If you don't analyze the whole process, so um, there are a lot of touch points in this decision making process that you have to analyze each and every touch point. You can't decide, or you can't make a decision based on the last touch point. So there are different touch points on the journey. You have to analyze each, and you have to give concern to each and every touch point on the journey. So the longer the decision making process, so why I say this is, it's different from product to product, service to service. It's different. The journey is different. So the longer the journey, the longer the decision making process. There are longer touch points, different longer touch points that you need to analyze. You have to make sure you give attention to each and every touch point on the journey, not just the large last touch point that they drop off from the journey. So we all know that personalization, data-driven marketing is about data, analyzing data, giving the user the exact messaging they want to see. So that is more personalized. People have got used to this. We all have gone through this process. I'll take another example from an e-commerce website. We already know Lasana Flora. So imagine that you have been looking at some flowers on Lasana Flora, let's say. Then you've been looking out, you just checking their options on the Lasana Flora website. Then you drop off from there, and you visit your social platform. Okay, they come behind you and they show you similar product. They target you with lots of ads, maybe similar to what you've been looking for on the Lasana Flora website. So that is retargeting with personalization or personalized messages. We all go through this process each and every day. So we know this. We actually expect this, right? So in a world that people are used to personalization messages, you also have to be on that, right? As data-driven marketers, it is very much important to be on this space, because you have more knowledge and more um, understanding on data-driven marketing, how you can do personalization messaging. So I'll come to automation and tools you can use for these. But as a digital marketers or data-driven marketers, you need to make sure that you are on this space to do personalization messages, because people are expecting this. You can't drop off from this space. Then brand loyalty is no more. I would say it's no more, because people have lots of options now. Only very few, I would say, still rely on the brand loyalty, maybe high-end products. But still, they have a lot of options today. So they are mainly looking at ultra low prices and value propositions rather than the loyalty. So we need to, as data-driven marketers, we need to have this in mind. Doesn't matter how big your brand is, you can't just sit and wait until the customer comes to you and purchase from you. You need to understand, you need to admit that brand loyalty is fading. So you need to make sure that you are targeting the audience, or you go behind them and show your ads with personalized messages. Or maybe get involved or engage with your users to get them back. So brand loyalty is fading. You doesn't matter how big your brand is, you have to admit that and get get used to that and change your data-driven strategies. And as marketers, as data-driven marketers, we are working with data. We also need to understand, or we need to have a better understanding of the tools that we can use in data-driven marketing, or how what kind of tools we need in collecting data, analyzing data, processing data, for reporting, and decision making. This is a whole process. Data-driven marketing is a whole process of collecting, analyzing, um, reporting, and decision making. So all this can be done with tools. What kind of tools we can use are analytical tools. We can use Google Analytics, and there are reporting and analytics tools like Power BI. Lots of tools are available. There are automated tools, CRM tools. A lot of tools are available in the market space now, that as marketers, you, to do a better job, you need to understand all these tools and how to work with them. So learning new things, learning new tool every day is a good practice as marketers should be doing, because when you're going to data driven marketing space, you need to understand, you need to have a better technical knowledge in integrating these data tools. And AI, we all know AI is currently owning the space. So as data-driven marketers, we need to adapt to that as well. By adapting, what I'm saying is, what I mean is actually, you can use AI and marketing automation in your strategy. Owning your AI space is that actually you can make use of that. What kind of areas in data-driven marketing we can use AI and marketing automations are in data analysis and insights. You can have better predictive analytics, sentimental analytics, pattern recognition. How we can use these are with tools, integrating tools. You can have a better understanding of the data analysis and insights. Then you can have AI in content generation and campaign optimization. Actually, marketing campaign platforms such as um, Google, Google Ads, Meta now have this AI campaign optimization available. So actually, you can use that in your campaign optimization and content generation, personalized messages. You can use AI in content and campaign optimization. Then enhancing customer experience, how you can use AI in to improve customer experiences using AI chatbots, personalized recommendation, and then make understand how the customer journey is, and make it smoother for them. Have a seamless customer journey with AI, um, um, with the help of AI. How you can do that is, let's say, I'll give a small example for this. So if a user is stuck in the customer journey, somewhere in the customer journey, if they are unable to decide what next to do, you can identify where they are stuck in, and you can give recommendation. We all have gone through this actually, in e-commerce platforms. If you want to purchase something, but if you are not sure if you really want it or not, then they show you recommended products, featured products, or people also have bought this. You have seen these pop-ups coming up, and giving them recommendation, or helping them out to make a decision. So then they have a better understanding. They can quickly make decisions and have a smoother customer journey. You also can use this in understanding where they get stuck in the checkout process or add to cart, what stage they are getting stuck, and you can give them help using AI. Having AI and marketing automation um, added to your data-driven marketing strategy is important, very important. Getting your customer, um, having your customers with you, or retaining your customers and giving them better experience. Well, as data-driven marketers, what kind of insights do we need? I already spoke about these actually when we are talking about the trends. So as data-driven marketers, you need to understand the whole journey. So you're not your marketers, but you're not alone. It's not you're just your role is not to understand the customer behavior on the website. Okay, you need to have all this information about their analytics, where other behavior on the web analytics, mobile app data, their transaction data, call tracking, conversational analytics data. So all this information can be gathered in one place. You can use different tools, CRM tools. We are also talking about HubSpot in our next session. HubSpot is a good tool that you can use, or connecting all this data to understand and have a better experience, give a better experience to customer, and from your end to get or have all the details of the customer. So having a tool like that, HubSpot or any other CRM tool, Microsoft Dynamics, there are a lot of other tools available on the market that you can connect all the touch point of your business and get information. So as a marketer, you your role is to understand where the information of the customer from every corner. So that's why I'm saying it's a as marketers, your job role is not just to understand what have they purchased on the website. If you have an e-commerce website, no, that's not all. Everything. If they have called the call center and got some information, you also need to know as a marketer. Okay. And there's a mobile app, not for e-commerce, but for other promotional stuff, but owned by your business. You also need to know information that how they behave on that mobile app. So likewise, you need to have an overall understanding of the customer portfolio, how they behave, how they interact with other divisions or other departments on your business. So having a CRM tool or having a connected tool with all this information is quite important. If your IT team has this tool connector, then as a marketer, you also have right to understand how to operate this, how to get information. So get access to that and get information from that tool for your data-driven marketing strategy. So as data-driven marketer, remember, you need to have insights of all the customer angles, I would say, of your business. Well, this is a bonus slide I'll be giving you. I will not take much time, just taking you all through the slide quickly. Best practices for data-driven marketers in 2025 and beyond. I told in the beginning, 2025 is already half of the year is already gone. So you can practice this year and beyond, of course, some best practices for our data-driven marketers. Well, so this this is like a Bible, I would say. We need to understand our audience, deeper audience. I said in the beginning also that as data-driven marketers, what benefits we can get having your the data or details of your customer. You can have a better understanding, deep understanding of your audience. Then not just their buying patterns, their emotional, how they interact with your other brands or their lifestyle. So that's why having all these insights, I told in the previous slides, is important. To know your audience, you need to have a lot of information about their behavior, buying patterns, so basically having a detailed persona, detailed audience, customer persona is important. Know your audience. Then use all the data, available data sources to inform ad targeting. So I always say this. So in B2B, we think LinkedIn is the ideal platform. But what audience is on LinkedIn? People, right? They interact on LinkedIn because they mostly interact because on B2D content only. But they are also available on other social media platforms as well, because we are all human. We interact, or we are available on all the platforms. So doesn't matter your business is B2B or B2C, we are talking to humans, so they are available on all the platforms. So make sure you target them on the right platform at the right time with the right messaging. Even if it is B2B, yes, make LinkedIn as your main platform to give them the messaging relevant to business, but also make sure to have presence on other social media platforms because they are also available on that. So to be on the top of the mind, you need to have or you need to be present on all these platforms. Have personalized messages, target them on all the platforms with right messaging on the right time, right platform. Then when you're doing email campaigns, make sure to have a CRM system, of course, yes. If it is HubSpot, it's actually a user-friendly tool. If you have a different tool, um, for email, have a proper CRM system and segment your email list based on their behavior. If it is an e-commerce website, what kind of products they have used, how the based on different um, uh, behavior patterns on your business, make sure to segment them and do personalized messages to these segments, not to have a monthly newsletters for everyone. Don't do that. Make sure to segment your email list and do personalized messages. Then personalize website experience based on past interaction. That is retargeting that we all have gone through. That when you're browsing something on the website, you get recommended products. People also have bought these sort of messages. You come. That is personalized website experience based on the past interaction. Then personalize the phone call experience. Have if you're also using that as a medium, you can have a personalized Qualcomm experience as well. Well, I think my time's up, and that's all I have to talk today about data-driven marketing trends. It's time for questions. Vishwa, I think if we don't have any questions, we can move to Imali's session.
Yeah. Feel free to ask any questions you have from Umesha's session. Seems like no questions, so we will move on to the next segment. So thanks again, Umesha, for those incredible insights. We have learned a lot about data-driven trends. And now we are going to talk about how to put those data that we learned, data trends, into practice by using one of the most powerful tools in the digital marketing toolkit, the HubSpot. So to do that, we will introduce our next speaker, Imali Perera. She's the marketing manager at Digital Team. She brings over 12 years of experience in IT, telecom, finance, advertising, and many more. She has a background in business development and strategic marketing. She has an educational background in diploma in marketing from the Chartered Institute of Marketing, UK. Imali, over to you.
Well, thank you, Vishwa, for that introduction. I hope everyone can hear me and you're able to see my screen. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can? Wonderful, thank you. So first of all, a very good evening to all of you, and I'll be taking you through marketing essentials on the HubSpot platform today. So let's dive in. So my session today is going to look at three main areas. It's actually split into three main areas. First, we'll be looking into why we consider HubSpot platform to be an important tool for us marketers. and we'll be looking at how can we use the features and tools available on HubSpot platform for our marketing campaigns. And finally, we will look at the resources available on HubSpot Academy and how can we use those resources to develop our HubSpot skills. So first slide here today, it's actually going to discuss why we are considering HubSpot to be an important tool, especially for us marketers. First of all, it's a CRM tool. So CRM essentially stands for Customer Relationship Management. And the main reason it's an important tool for marketers, not only marketers, but for an entire organization, is that it's a all-in-one platform where different teams from marketing to sales to customer service can collaborate and use customer data on one single platform, which is a powerful feature that HubSpot is offering for business organizations. And secondly, it's very easy to use and very easy to learn. So even if you haven't used it before, you can learn how to use HubSpot while on the job. And powerful HubSpot platform offers automation capabilities, which is quite helpful for us marketers for building campaigns, creating email nurture campaigns, creating ad campaigns, and also for your sales teams to have automated processes and your customer success teams to create exceptional and seamless experiences for your customers. And the HubSpot platform also offers a content management system, which is where you will be creating and managing web content like web pages, landing pages, and blog pages, etc., to communicate with your customers and convey your marketing messages. The best thing about HubSpot is that you can start an account free of charge. So it's a very attractive option for small businesses or businesses who are just starting out. And then it's also adapting to the changes in the marketing environment. So it keeps evolving, it keeps introducing new features. About 8 months ago, they introduced an AI called Breeze AI, and I have actually added a small segment to tell you what it does on HubSpot. So I'm going to first of all stop sharing this and enable audio sharing. All right, we are back on sharing mode with sound on. You'll be able to hear this.
Chances are, if you're growing question marks, just a breath of fresh air in an often intimidating world of AI. And here's just a taste of what it can do for you.
With me a moment, I just need to increase the volume.
Breeze Copilot to help you do your work better. Breeze Agents to do more of your work for you. And Breeze Intelligence to give you actionable customer insights, all of it working together across the customer platform to deliver huge results for marketing, sales, and service teams. With Breeze, you'll get an easier, more unified AI experience. Check out.
So you just got a brief introduction to what Breeze AI is all about. So it's offering a Copilot feature, and then you have Breeze Agents, and you have the Breeze Intelligence, which is available on paid plans of HubSpot. And we also saw recently they introduced something called Remix Content, where you can either supply a free form prompt or you can repurpose the existing content like your web pages, your social media posts and things like that, any form of content available on HubSpot, you can repurpose it to create new content into videos, emails, ads, social posts, new landing pages, etc. That facility, the remix facility available on Content Hub Professional and Enterprise plans. It's not available on the starter plan, Content Hub starter plan or any plan below that. And also one thing I forgot to mention on the free tier, I mentioned anybody can open a HubSpot account, and on the free tier or the free plan, you get up to 2,000 contacts, marketing contacts that you can utilize for a month. So it's really an attractive option for small businesses who are starting out. Now, in this next slide, we are going to look at the product features of HubSpot. So there are two main important set of tools that we as marketeers will most frequently use, which is the Marketing Hub and the Content Hub. Marketing Hub is the set of tools we'll be using to generate leads and drive growth for our organization. And Content Hub is where we create and manage web content and create customer journeys. And Sales Hub is, of course, a bunch of tools that will be most of the time will be utilized by your sales team to drive sales and close deals. So the deal pipeline is a great tool that your sales team will be utilizing. And the Service Hub is the set of tools that is, for example, tickets or customer handling. That sort of tools are available on the Service Hub for your customer service to make sure that you provide a seamless and quality and better experiences for your customers. So they become an advocate for your business. And then you have the Commerce Hub, which would be frequently utilized by your billing or your finance department for sharing codes, payment links, and invoices with your customers. And then finally, you have the Operations Hub, where you connect your apps and clean your customer data and automate business processes on the HubSpot platform. So let's look at the key marketing functions. As a marketing team in an organization, what kind of activities you do daily basis. So here I have put up this list in terms of a B2B organization, the common marketing functions will be utilizing, will be engaged in rather. So we would be doing contact management and lead management, campaign creation and management, both in terms of organic and paid campaigns. And then we create web content and manage web content. And we do search engine optimization, social media management. And of course, very importantly, we measure the effectiveness of all of these marketing efforts by looking at reports and looking at data trends. So reporting and analytics is also important to know whether our marketing efforts are working or not, and then to take actions to course correct. So here is an illustration of a simple marketing campaign. So here, what I have demonstrated is you run paid ad campaigns, or you do organic social media posting, where you'll be directing users to land on a landing page. And then on the landing page, you would have a gated content like an ebook or an audio book, where users have to fill out a form. I think Umesha mentioned about sorry, what was it, Umesha? The first data?
First party data collection.
First party data collection. So this is exactly what she was talking about, gated content. So you collect first party data collection using a form and gated content, and then the data you collect is going to be saved on the CRM, the database, and then they will be enrolled into a email nurturing campaign via automation. So with a show of hand, I would like to understand the kind of audience that is listening in. Based on your response, I will customize rest of the content of this presentation. So can I see a show of hands or put thumbs up and show me whether you already have some sort of experience working on HubSpot and you would like to see a demonstration of how we can set up an automation on HubSpot. Or you can show, if you're completely new to, let's wait until we get a clear understanding. How many of us are, if you can put the reaction thumbs up to say whether you know HubSpot. Okay, and how many are new to HubSpot and not familiar with HubSpot? In that case, we can do a basic one. We don't have to. Vishwa, is it fair to say like a lot of them are new to HubSpot or?
Yeah, well, it seems like few of them only has the experience.
It's fair to say that that all of you, not all of you, but most of you are not familiar with the tool.
Yeah.
So in that case, setting up automations would be slightly, complicated. But let's just navigate through the tools on HubSpot. So let's. This is on the next slide. I have a contact database, which is, actually listed under CRM. Actually, I'll log into a test account here. So in here, let's first go through the tools available on HubSpot. So you have the CRM. Under CRM, you can see this list, contacts, companies, deals, tickets. Likewise, you see these tools. Now, out of this list, most of us marketers, most of the time will be using the contact database, the company database, and you would, of course, create lists based on target audiences. You can actually separate your audiences into different target segments. For that, we can use lists. Deals is something your sales team would be using, and tickets is something your customer service team would be using. And rest of the tool that is listed here will be most utilized by your sales team to automate their processes. Inbox, calls, tasks, playbooks, templates, and snippets would be tools that would be supporting your sales team. And under marketing, you can see campaigns, email, social, ads, events, forms, buyer intent, lead scoring, journeys, and marketing analytics. Now, some of these tools are not available. You can see this orange color button right here. So this account is created, this test account is created for the demonstration purposes. So this is the free plan I told you about. So some features are not available. Even automation workflows are not available on this particular account I have created for demo purposes. Now, under content, you have under marketing, all these things, tools that are listed here will be helpful tools for building our campaigns as marketers. And under content, web pages, landing pages, blogs, podcasts, case studies, embeds, remixing, which I told you about in one of the previous slides, and then the search engine optimization, memberships, and design manager. All these tools are again will be very handy for us marketers to use. Now you can see most of them are not available on this plan, but some are available on the free plan. Now sales, of course, bunch of tools for your sales team. Commerce is for your billing or the finance team, and service is for your customer service or the after sales service teams or the customer success teams. Data management is again going to be helpful for us marketers, managing your data enrichment, data modeling, data integration for get a better understanding of the customer data you have collected. The first party data which Umesha spoke about, we are storing them under the databases here, under contacts and companies. So how do you better manage that data? Those tools are listed here, and the automation is here, and then you have the dashboards and reports. Now, for demo purposes, let's look at creating an email. So you can click, and it's very easy drag and drop method. You select the type of email you want to create. So if it's a regular one, because the automation is not available, so you can't actually, I can't use this account to show you that automation. So we'll start from the scratch and use this template. Oh, looks like we are having a bit of a technical difficulty. Let's refresh this. Seems like HubSpot decided to not to comply with me today. So let me see if I can switch over to one of our own accounts and create this. So here I am on one of our own Digital Team's own HubSpot accounts. Let's go to email. I think it's prompting me to log in. So give me a moment while I log in. Okay, so we are in. So to create an email, you go to marketing and select email, and then you hit on email, and here on this account automation is possible. So if you want to create an automated email, you would create this, you would hit this one. I'm going back. Let's create a regular one. So create regular, and then let's start from scratch. And then you can drop content. It's drag and drop. On your left-hand side, you will be able to see there are sections. So you can actually add sections. Like so. And then you can insert the type of content that you like. Let's say you want to add these columns, different images. And let's say you want to add a text here, and then you want to add a button here. So likewise, you can select the type of module from this side and drag and drop here, and then you can go and customize. Because of the time limitation, I won't be doing this, all of this, but you get the general idea, I believe, right? So once you created the type of content that you want to have here under edit, you can go here and you can insert the subject line for this email and the preview text for your email. And then you can define whose name that this email is going under. Is it your sales manager or the company managing director? You would decide who that person is, and they should have an account on HubSpot for you to be able to nominate the name and the from email address here. Once you've done that, you can go to send to section. And here you would define the sending method, whether it's a list of contacts or through an automation. And here, for this demo purpose, I will select to list of contacts, and then you would select the subscription type. If it's a newsletter, you would select newsletter. something like a webinar update, you would select that one. Or you can, if you don't have the type of subscription type, you can also add a new subscription type. And when you refresh this, you will be able to see it in the list, drop down list here. And then you would assign the list, or you can individually type email addresses. But if you have 1,000 contacts, that's going to take forever. So this is where the list feature under the CRM, which we showed you in the demo account earlier, the list feature would be useful for you. If you have defined a certain list, you can actually assign that list. And if there's a list, let's say unsubscribed contacts, you can actually ask HubSpot not to send email to the unsubscribed contacts. And once you've done that, you can save this information, and then you can go and do your scheduling. You can schedule for later, or you can send now. And under setup, you can see you can actually give this email a name for internal reference purposes. It's always good to have a naming convention. It's the best practice for you to have a good naming convention. When you're working with the team, everyone can understand what this email is all about, because after a certain time, when you have multiple emails, you won't be able to recognize what it is. But if you have a proper naming convention, you'll be able to identify what those emails are as you build more and more emails on the platform. And then this one doesn't have automation, because we want this to be a regular email we are sending to a bunch of contacts. And once you're happy with the content here, and once you've provided all of the information here, you can actually preview this in certain ways. So you can preview as a contact. You could see the desktop version here, and on the right hand side, you can actually see the mobile version here. So likewise, you'll be able to see how you can build an email on HubSpot platform. I think we are behind time, so I'm going to quickly exit this one. And if we go under content, landing pages, once again, similar process like the email, you can hit create, and then you can select the template, and you can start customizing that template. And similar to the email, let's go into that really quickly. You can customize all of this information, and from the side, you can add modules, sections, and layouts, and based on your requirements. And then you can add modules, and if something is not to your liking, you can take that off and add what you like. And once you're happy, you can save it and publish. But one thing important is you have to update settings correctly. So you have your internal name for the page, and then you define the title, page title, which is the meta title of the new page you're creating. And according to the title should be, representative of the content that is on the landing page. And then the content slug accordingly to the title, you can update, and you could create the meta description. Here, this little tar is actually the Breeze Copilot. It will help you create meta descriptions. And if you don't like what it creates, you can actually change it. And then it's also best practice for you to upload a feature image, because when this URL is shared on social media, this is the image that it will accompany with that URL. Otherwise, it will be just a bland URL, but for you to make it interesting with an image, you can add this feature image. So for this purpose, we'll just add an image. And once you added the feature image, it's also best practice for you to put the alter text a description best describing what this image is about for search engine tools. Once you've done that, you can exit this, and then you can hit on optimize, and you can see your SEO checklist. Here it's saying meta description is not unique enough. So it's asking you to update meta description. So you can do that. And then it's asking you to add a page title, title length. It's not a unique title and domain name. All of that you can go and rectify. Once all of these SEO recommendations are green, you can go and publish your landing page. Now, I'm coming back to our presentation here. So we just had a look at the CRM, the marketing hub, the content hub, and here are the reports. Reports is where you actually can add dashboards and reporting. Because of the time limit, I won't go into details, but remember, there are reports that you can create. Templates are available. You can already available use templates you can use. If not, you can manipulate and have different data variables and customize your reports. And then you can actually set them to measure the campaigns that you're creating off of HubSpot. That is available, that capability is available on HubSpot. So in the next slide, we're going to quickly look at the HubSpot Academy. So all the resources are free of charge, 100% free of charge, and it's available online, and you can follow them in your own space. So these are the learning paths available. So the most interesting ones are courses and certifications. Boot camps, you have to sign up and wait until they conduct the next boot camp. And learning paths is more role-specific and topic-based guides. Accreditations are for the organizations who would like to partner with HubSpot and then provide services to enhance customer experiences using HubSpot. That is actually a B2B qualification, I would say, or a opportunity. And you also have guided onboarding to make the most out of your HubSpot account. And here's a list of courses I have come up with, which is available on the HubSpot Academy. And this is the process of obtaining certification. So you basically select the type of, you select the certification course and you complete all the lessons listed in that. And then you complete the assessment and you pass the assessment. Then you earn your certificate and you can post it on your LinkedIn and show your network the capabilities you have newly earned. So let's quickly look at that. HubSpot Academy. So I think every one of you would be interested in obtaining certifications. That is my best guess. So when you're here, you can tick certifications only, and then you can select English, and you will be able to see all the certification courses available on English language. First thing coming up is HubSpot reporting, which is a 6-hour course, but you can actually go with your own pace and start learning. And at the end, when you complete the assessment, you'll be able to collect your certification. Coming back to our presentation, I think we are at the end of it. So if you have any questions, I am open to answering those now. I think we have. Do we have any questions?
Feel free to ask your questions now. Even with Umesha's session, you can ask the questions now, both Umesha's and Imali's.
I see a raised hand by Joyce. Oh, I think no longer in conversation. I think it's fair to say that no one has questions. If they do, they would have raised their hand by now. Vishwa, shall we wrap this up today?
Yeah. So thank you, Imali, for that detailed session about HubSpot. So before we signing off, big thank you for both of our speakers, Umesha Weerasinghe and Imali Perera, again, sharing their expertise today. And of course, thank you for joining us for our episode 5 of Digi Connect. And if you find today's session valuable, don't forget to register for upcoming episodes and follow us for more insights. The recording of this specific webinar will be uploaded into YouTube and will be sharing with you guys. And until next time, stay inspired, stay data driven, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Vishwa, for the moderation of the event.
Thank you, Vishwa. Thank you, everyone.